reversal tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nick's making a read, going audible. Looked for a second like he had him blocked, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good play to fit into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air on 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. Knocked away, that's incomplete. So opening drive has arrived at 4. Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a home run to begin this game. 32 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Mix off the play action. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Get to Harvey here from the pistol. Space to the left. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
R.J. Harvey on the board. That's his 1st of the season. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. So far, so good.
Got to pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get into preseason, training camp, all of it. And you can't do it much better than that.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To the air, Mahomes. Hitting his throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Nix looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. On second down, Mahomes. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to third down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Looking over the middle, there's Kelsey. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So on fourth down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Now an inside give to Hill. Pick behind the line, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the Broncos. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it again. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running with Walker again. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first. Pinned down deep on your own side, Brock. You know what that defense is thinking. They want to stick it to you, but they still found a way to find a little running room there.
He spent quite a bit of time really in training camp. Not in season as much, Kate, but in training camp working on this backed-up situation. And that's exactly what you want. You want to see the ball matriculate forward. And to do it on the ground, even better.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll throw, third and long. Here's a screen now for Walker. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Downfield, this finds Waddle. He stopped finally after a gain of almost 30. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
29 yards. First down, Broncos.
Working inside the red zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Extra point try now from Lutz. Send right down the middle and good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14, Chiefs nothing.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Kelsey's got it right side. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so I'll give him one on that short completion.
And that right there, Kate, is exactly what I talk to you about all the time. When you've got a good tight end, a difference-making tight end, even into double or triple coverage, he still finds a way to come down with the ball.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So 1 second remaining. Here's our final snap of the quarter. Third and long for him here. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. First and 10 here for Mahomes. And he's completed just half of his first 10 passes so far following that last play. Back now, pressure coming. This one's taken in by Hill. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that earns Cam.
4 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Toss play. This is Walker. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kenneth Walker on the board. That's his first of the season. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Nix. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. Nix. That's caught. Hits the rookie from Louisville. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gain for Denver. 30 yards.
Denver.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. It's Harvey straight ahead. He's inside the 10. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Harvey can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. Point after, left on the table. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
25 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Handoff running left, Walker. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now. Well, you taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw Mahomes. Contact is there, and that's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, number 10 of his NFL career. Butker to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Nick's looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. Out of bounds he goes, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Nick's quick out wide, complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8. On the draw to give to Harvey. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down.
He's across midfield.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Harvey once more. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he gets home. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Extra point try now for the Lutz. Send right down the middle and good. And they lead by 13.
Broncos 27, Chiefs 14.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. He's out in the clear. Keeps it moving. Xavier Worthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So no mistaking that play call, Bronk. They said everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Making a read at the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's got another one tonight. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
R.J. Harvey. A hat trick for him in this first half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they lead by 13.
34, Chiefs 21.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
Throwing on second, Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts at the 3. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and netted some positive yards. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he comes through, and they've got the first down. It almost felt like they had to go for it. They needed a spark there, Brock. The offense gives it to him. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Here's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. Down to the 10. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Here's Nix to throw. He beams one deep right side. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action with Mix. This is Sutton working the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. A quick throw completed out to the left. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. That's going to be first down Denver.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. It's Harvey. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Just continuing to grind down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves two purposes, right, Kate? Number one, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rock.
He's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Second down, give to Harvey. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Third down run by Dobbins. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Only need a little bit, but all they can manage was the lone yard there, Brock. They're handed 4th down now.
You know what that's called, Kate? That is called block destruction. It is the only way in those situations defensively up front that you win in that manner. They destroyed it at the point of attack.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. Going for it with Harvey. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Running a pistol look now. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. And bring the tight end left. Throwing here, Nix. Caught out wide. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Nix now to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
28.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And the big play is finally put to an end. Offense to the line fast.
40. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
23 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And this will hit the ground incomplete. He had it for a moment, but that hit, boy, it jarred it loose. That's going to bring up second and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he's out the clear. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Well, who else? Kelsey's got another. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line.
13 yards.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Production like this, now his 8th catch of the game, it really speaks to what this guy and really the whole offense got going in the preseason. The timing, the rhythm, the precision to start this fast.
And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes. And this one is launched downfield. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to 3rd down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is another incompletion.
Sometimes I scratch my head with 4th down decisions. Not here. This is 4th down territory for them, regardless of how much time left or where they're at on the field. You're down 2 scores. They've got to find 2 more possessions in this drive. It's got to end in points. It's got to end in a hurry.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4 down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Get to Harvey here from the pistol. He's within striking distance. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey, his 4th of this game. Extra point try now from Lutz. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Mahomes now. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Looking to throw Mahomes. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away, and they take him down at the 30. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on down.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They're going to pass it here. And in. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Waddle. First return score. Now he's got a receiving one, too. Extra point try now from Lutz. He's good on the attempt here. And they pad their lead by 1.
Broncos 54, Chiefs 28.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give here to Walker. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
You see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
To the air, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel soreness in my neck, in my ribs, and my back after games like this where you just...
Full extension, and he brings it in! Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 42 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Rice. Caught again. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
More yards. That's another Kansas City
In the red zone now.
Chiefs. First down.
In the hands of his running back, Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's
At
Mahomes.
the 9-yard line.
And they're going to make this look at least a little bit closer here as they get in for the late touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. It leaves 2 points on the table.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they pick him off again. Picked by Alohi Gilman.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental games, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This could be our last, maybe second to last snap here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether they
put the body on the line for his team. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this isn't just anyone in no start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL.